An understanding of trust is crucial in any type of relationship, whether it be friendship, romantic, or familial. In this video, we will discuss the 10 characteristics of individuals you should never trust according to Stoic philosophy. Determining this can be relatively easy. All you need is to analyze a person's speech and actions to gain an idea of who they are and what their essence is. I'll provide insights and explanations about why you should not trust each of these individuals. Before we begin, please subscribe to the channel, as there's something special for you at the end. Stay tuned and don't miss out. Let's start with the first type of person, the narcissists. When dealing with narcissistic individuals, Stoics remind us of the importance of not allowing the behaviors of others to affect our inner peace. Remaining indifferent to their self-centered actions is key to preserving our mental tranquility. Amid the arrogance, if someone is always talking about themselves and shows little concern for others, they are not someone you can trust. Their focus is solely on themselves, prioritizing their needs above all. It doesn't matter who they are. Narcissistic individuals elevate their self-image as if it were the most crucial thing in the world. They don't want to be equal or inferior. They are the kind of people who would do anything to enhance their self-image further. This compulsive self-adoration and self-worship are highly dangerous, as predicting what they might do to maintain their desired image is impossible. Typically, they are the ones who deflect blame for their mistakes onto others. Therefore, avoid trusting those who excessively talk about themselves and try to impose their opinions on others, as they can harm you at any moment. The second type of person is the gossip monger. Stoicism teaches us how to deal with gossip and hurtful words from others. Stoics emphasize not giving power to others' opinions about us. If someone reveals the secrets of others or shares information, it's likely they will gossip about you and your life as well. Believe me, it's almost certain to happen. When someone engages in gossip, it's not just a habit, it's an action done for pure enjoyment. Therefore, don't make the mistake of thinking that just because someone is your friend, they won't reveal your secrets. The only advantage you can gain from gossip is if you want the information to spread. In that case, just share the gossip, and they will do all the work for you. The third type is the person who constantly angers you. When it comes to dealing with manipulative and emotionally reactive individuals, Stoicism offers the practice of reflecting on our perceptions and responses rather than reacting emotionally. If you find yourself easily losing patience with someone, it's essential to differentiate whether it's due to the person or the daily stress you're experiencing. If you are constantly getting angry around a specific person, it's an entirely different situation. If that person has the ability to consistently provoke you, it's because they cunningly incite you with confusing ideas, feeding your suspicions bit by bit. Understanding their emotional and psychological games is nearly impossible. People who behave this way do it solely for pleasure. Be cautious, as they can easily play these subtle games, potentially causing harm for their enjoyment. So be aware of these intricate mind games, as trusting someone who consistently provokes you can lead to trouble. The fourth type is indecisive individuals. When it comes to indecisive individuals, Stoicism encourages us to focus on what we can control, our decisions and actions. Explaining why these individuals are not trustworthy is straightforward. How can you trust someone who constantly hesitates about the decisions they make if they can't even determine a direction for their lives? How can you trust them? Moreover, they are entirely unpredictable because their personalities are not fully developed, making it uncertain what decisions they will make. Indecisive individuals lack a strong enough personality to take action and choose the path they want to follow. To be honest, trusting an indecisive person is akin to trusting a child with a knife. When you're not around, you can't predict what people will do. The fifth type is the two-faced individuals. Stoicism advises caution and dealing with two-faced people. Instead of worrying about their actions, focus on developing virtue within yourself. You've probably experienced situations where someone seems to like you but spreads gossip behind your back. This behavior not only affects your relationship with them but also influences others. So, don't be surprised if others talk negatively about you. They might smile and act friendly one moment, only to speak ill of you the next. My advice is, when you start noticing such behavior, it's better to exit the relationship as quickly as possible. Moving on to the sixth type, the overly curious. From a Stoic perspective, setting boundaries in conversations and sharing information cautiously is crucial. Stoicism warns against people with insatiable curiosity, as it may lead to the disclosure of harmful information. Moreover, this curiosity may be linked to jealousy. Therefore, be mindful of who you share information with. If someone is constantly prying, it's best to either distance yourself or be explicit about not divulging certain details. Mixing too much curiosity into a conversation can be risky. When getting to know someone, occasional inquiries about various topics are normal. However, what you need to understand is if a curious person is consistently probing your life and asking about sensitive matters. For instance, if they inquire about your salary, which is already a bit peculiar, and you decide not to answer and change the subject, yet they ask the same question later. That's what I'm talking about. Be cautious of this type before granting your trust. The seventh type is the one who is friends with everyone. Stoicism reminds us that we can't control how others perceive us, and emphasizes developing authenticity over seeking universal approval. Everyone knows someone who smiles at everyone, wishes the best for all, hugs everyone, and claims you can always trust them. In summary, this is the famous people pleaser. I'm not saying we should judge someone solely based on these traits. My advice is not to trust blindly, because individuals who overly seek popularity and attention often have the sole goal of becoming the center of attention. Therefore, to them, you're just another person, just another number. People like this live in illusions. It's good to be skeptical because someone overly eager to please, outgoing, and wanting to make everyone happy might quickly replace someone else, and before you know it, you could be next. The eighth type is the constant critic, especially of others. Stoics consistently emphasize the importance of self-evaluation. Instead of spending time criticizing others, Stoicism encourages focusing on our own character development. if someone spends their time criticizing others through gossip, trying to damage someone's image, or questioning other people's decisions. They're probably not a person of good character. Think about it. If someone spends time talking negatively about others and spreading gossip, and that's their main focus, instead of working, minding their own business, and paying their bills, if you're a decent person doing these things, you're probably someone they'll talk negatively about too. So be skeptical, don't respect, and don't be understanding towards such individuals. If someone easily talks badly about others, they can easily start talking badly about you. If you've made it this far, kudos. If you trust and respect someone with some of these characteristics, comment below. But wait, it's not over yet. I still have two more types of people to show you. The 9th type is those who always meddle in various issues. Stoics remind us that instead of blaming luck or circumstances, we should take responsibility for our decisions and emotions. These individuals blame every problem on luck or circumstances, claiming they're unlucky, and life is just a punishment. According to them, every day brings a new difficulty, and each day is destined to bring a new tragedy. They're there, claiming not to know what's happening to everyone, stating everything is difficult. In the end, be careful around such individuals. There's nothing wrong with being skeptical because if someone is surrounded by constant issues, it's not a coincidence. They're not victims of a conspiracy by the universe. They're individuals who constantly sabotage themselves. They likely make bad decisions, don't learn from their mistakes, and probably can't control their own emotions. Therefore, I recommend being skeptical of individuals with these traits, because if you empathize with their sad and difficult stories to the extent that you always want to help, their problems can quickly become your own. So be cautious, because people who accumulate obstacles and dramas like these usually have only one real difficulty themselves, and I guess you wouldn't want that difficulty to be with you. The 10th type is those who pretend to listen, individuals who, in situations where Stoicism guides us to be assertive and, if necessary, steer clear of enriching conversations. You may be familiar with people who respond with a simple yes, I understand, that's correct, and do not respond with anything else. This can be annoying and even disrespectful. Worst of all is when a person tells you what they want, and when it's your turn to speak, they just pretend to listen, use their phone, or worse, don't really care about what you're saying. In other words, they heard you but aren't actually listening. Let's be honest. The minimum requirement in a conversation is for the other party to pay attention to what you're saying. Otherwise, it's not a conversation. So, if one day you're talking to someone and that person is not paying attention to you, or worse, starts using their phone while you're speaking, it clearly shows that they are not listening. In that case, don't waste your time. If the person is not paying attention or is just pretending, it's not worth talking to them. If that's the case, stand up and say you're leaving. After all, you don't have to spend your time with people who are not interested in what you have to say. In conclusion, analyzing different types of people that can damage trust provides us with valuable lessons. In seeking more authentic and meaningful relationships by embracing Stoic teachings, we learn to maintain inner peace develop virtue, apply authenticity, and use self-discipline in challenging situations. Anyway, that's it for today. I sincerely hope these tips will be helpful for you. And remember that you are an important part of this channel. So, if this video has helped you think or learn something, please leave a like and a comment to let me know what you think. If you're not yet subscribed, please do so. Remember, every small step is important in your personal development journey. Keep moving forward toward victory. Thank you, everyone. May you be with the Creator.